Oh, hey, it's Dee Marie from the Berry Farmer Morning Show with Sharon Lizzie. So, you want to be a radio host? Well, Dee Marie is about to give you the word on the street. My name is Danielle Richardson, aka Dee Marie. Yes, Dee Marie is my radio name. I am a radio personality. So, you want to be a radio personality? So let's talk about it. Well, I've been in radio for 4 years now, and I started because there was an ad looking for a female radio co-host. And so I decided to apply. And I was kind of nervous at first because I didn't think I was going to get the job because I came from a healthcare background. I worked in labor and delivery for over 20 years, so I didn't know anything about media. I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I was kind of shy. Doesn't look like it or seem like it, but I really was. And so I auditioned in front of the owners of the station, and I was saying about a couple weeks or so, I did get a message to come back and re-audition again, and I had to wait some time after that, and I was actually chosen to be the female co-host in addition to a show on our station. So here I am. It's Dee Marie. Being in radio it's really fun. It's fun. It has its good days and it has its bad days. To be a radio co-host, you definitely have to have personality. You have to be able to cater to all audiences. And that's the one thing that I do like about radio is the people that we interview. I do love my show, by the way, which is called the Berry Farmer Morning Show with Sharon Lizzie. I enjoy my show and because I like that we support small local businesses, entrepreneurs, people with talents. There's so many people around that have local talent that have yet to be discovered. And I know it's hard for them to make a way for themselves. And we use our platform to try to help them get the word out about the many things that they do. And I love that. It's exciting to meet new people, and hear their stories because especially musicians, they always, dream of hearing their songs and their music on the radio. And we actually can bring that to life for them. We actually make that reality a reality for them. And it's exciting for them to turn on the radio and actually hear their song, or not even that, just an interview. So it's exciting for us to be able to give them the opportunity. And then it's exciting for them to have the opportunity to be able to share their music with the world. And that just gives me great gratification. And I love that. And we all love that on our show. But a day in the life of a radio personality, let me tell you, it may seem easy and fun, but it's not always that easy to come and meet this guy right here, the microphone. It's hard. I know when I first started, I was scared of the microphone. I was scared to talk in it. I didn't really know what to do. There are certain cues. You got to know when to come in. You got to know timing, commercials, and that we have to put on air and things. And not only that, just having the right content. And you always want to make sure that you know what to say to keep your audience engaged, because these people are listening. And you definitely don't want dead airspace, to where, you'll end up losing your listeners. They'll either, log off or listen to another station. So you always have to have exciting and creative content to keep them engaged. So, knowing what you're going to talk about on the show, planning, is also a big part of it as well. And then when you have guests, it's definitely important to know whom you are interviewing. So doing your homework, research on them and knowing what questions to ask is the biggest questions. Especially a lot of times when we interview celebrities, a lot of times there are things that they do not want to talk about. So it's kind of hard because Dee Marie gives the word on the street. And the word on the street is you. The word on the street is the gossip. It's the tea that everyone wants to hear. So sometimes, you know, they may not want to talk about certain things. So I have to kind of make that interview interesting. So, you know, because these are their listeners, these are their fans that are listening to our interviews. So I have to be very creative and ask questions that I know maybe others wouldn't ask, just to keep the topics interesting and to keep our show definitely exciting and making people want more and more and more. We are a lifestyle radio show, so we talk about everything exciting. So, you know, I work with a good group of co-hosts. We're all funny together. We all bring something different to the table, which makes our show interesting. But let me tell you, we have a lot of bloopers. You know, not all the time is it likes camera action and we get it right on the first try, especially because we're live on air. So sometimes you hear the realness of us making mistakes at times, but you know what? That's just life. And, you know, it's the realness of our show. And it also makes our show what it is.
Hello.
Oh,
we're back.
We're back.
And Marie,
are you with us?
Are you with us?
Well, who was gonna give me the kid? You know, 2 snaps and a finger.
I should have pointed.
Jeez,
Okay.
right. Ring the bell or something. I mean,
Well, come on, what you got?
Did y'all hear the story about NeNe Leakes being sued? Oh,
Sued?
Hold on. Y'all wanted me to bring this in, right? Sorry. Should I say?
We're already here.
We're here.
We're
We're
here.
already here. So
We're on.
Sorry, y'all.
Right over there. So, if you're looking to get into radio and become a radio personality, one good way to start that is to go to college and get into your mass communications program and or journalism. You can always look into internship opportunities with your local radio station, as they're always looking for street team members and members to help them promote events within the local community. You can also start a podcast and or you can do an audio reel, such as on SoundCloud. And there's always Indeed. You can always go onto your search and type in radio personality or multimedia personality. Look into the states that you wish to move to, where you would like to become a personality. And Indeed will always bring up media positions that are available within your city or town. Well, that's all I have for you today for the Word on the Street. I'm your girl, D. Marie, and you can catch me at @IAM_D. Marie and the number 2 on Instagram. And you can always follow our radio show at berryfarmer.com.